I do not know. Pre-council meeting. I'm gonna start with, fire chief. Nope, that's wrong. Fire marshal. Fire marshal,
Come on, Chris.
Mr. Free. Fire marshal Free. There we go. Fire marshal Free. You wanna just come up and tell us what you got going on?
He's
so we'll
also
know?
the IT guy.
The IT guy. With the new mustache.
Okay, my name's Chris Free, Deputy Fire Marshal, Center Point Fire District. Just coming to talk to y'all a little bit about our Ricky Davis Memorial Golf Tournament that we have every year. We've developed a new foundation under this golf tournament, and it's the Center Point Firefighters Foundation. So it's a nonprofit, and we have this tournament every year that it sponsors Ricky Davis's memorial of every year that passed away with our department in the line of duty. And we just we're seeking support either by whole sponsor or any type of sponsorship, or anybody that likes to play, wants to play, or just wants to come out and have a good time and play. They can. But it's August the 17th, 2026. Be an 8:30 flight and a 1:30 flight. So all of our proceeds go to other foundations, whether it's firefighters, cancer awareness, or some other kind of foundation that needs support at the time. We evaluate each one of them every year, and we make a determination that who needs it the most, and then we give that the most thought, and then we distribute our funds from there.
Okay, so how much is it to play?
It's $130 a golfer, or $520 a team. And sponsorships go from 150 to 400 to customs, depending on if you're a corporate sponsor or if you're a beverage sponsor, a food sponsor, whatever. Hole sponsor, of course, gets you a sign on a hole with your logo on it.
Mm-hmm.
Custom sponsors, hole sign plus ability to set up a tent or display. That's the $400. If you have a tent that you want to set up, you need to give out stuff, sell stuff, whatever. And then the customs are, depending on if it's corporate or if it's somebody that's donating food or beverage,
Mm-hmm.
or some type of item for us to be able to give out.
Okay, what's for lunch?
It will be a taco bar.
Okay, this is right.
Yes, sir. Always.
Oh. Quite often. Yeah, quite often.
I thought that might get your attention down at the far end of the table.
It's just for breakfast. Uh-huh.
Any other questions? If not, thank you very much, and we hope to get your support.
Thank you. You would think so, no. Maybe not. All right, we have a new business in town, and I would like for Mr. Cooley to come up and tell us about that.
Good evening. Good evening. My name is Kelsey Cooley. I got a spot right around the street, 2459 Old Springer Road, right around the corner. It is a photography studio that's what we do. We take pictures of families, graduations, things like that, almost anything. I have been a photographer myself for over 10 years. I started with Birmingham Police Department in their forensics, and that's how I ended up learning about photography and fell in love with it. And I decided to get a photography studio, and so I can more serve. That's basically it.
Well, tell us what's special about your photography studio.
The photography studio is the only one on this side that has a what we call a sight wall or an infinity wall, where basically I can turn anything behind you, whatever color, whatever scene I want, or you just have it white. It is also the biggest one on this side of town too. There's only 3 in Birmingham that, far as I have found, 3 in Birmingham, and I got one of the biggest ones. I think it's only one more that's probably bigger than one.
What was that address again?
2459 Old Springville Road.
So it's right next to Iron City, right?
Right across the
Basically
street.
2 doors down from here.
Right across the street from Domino. It's called KDC Imaging.
Now, are you the only photographer that's allowed to use that studio?
No, the studio will be rented out to production companies, other photographers, videographers, things of that nature. It is appointment only. You can get an appointment by emailing me at kelsey@kdcimaging.com. kelsey@kdcimaging.com. KELSEY. And I think
Anybody else have any?
Yeah, do you offer drone service?
I actually do. Me myself, I when it come down to video footage, stuff like that, yes,
Okay.
I am a licensed drone operator.
You have that equipment to do that? in case-
Yes, sir. Now, it depends on what you're trying to do, what scale. I have a small DJI drone,
Mhm.
so it takes great overhead pictures, stuff like that. Just small jobs.
Okay.
If you want a bigger job, then we do work with other companies that actually have bigger equipment than I do. Yeah.
Vision Park.
Yes, sir.
Have any more questions?
Any questions? Y'all in the car?
Let them get it on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Somebody in the house.
Thank you.
You're welcome. In the car. All right.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Well, I
Good.
like that it's a studio that's open to other people. Because a lot of, there are several photographers around here, in this studio, but they don't have a studio. Or they don't have, access to that site, is that the right term, site wall? So I thought that was nice. Let's see, we could go ahead and get started talking about, unless somebody else has something else. We could get started talking about some of the things that are on our agenda this evening. We have a public hearing for an alcohol license transfer. This will sound familiar to you because this is just basically a transfer of ownership from one person to another. I don't think it doesn't involve a move of the facility at this point. And then if you look on the back, we've got some old business and some new business that we need to consider. So if anybody has any comments, questions, or would like to go ahead and open the discussion for any of that, that will shorten our meeting time. Just everybody. I will tell you that as you look at the outside agency funding, it says option A and option B. There's actually only one option, pass or fail. There's not, because option B is the same. We went ahead and wrote into that, at Carla's suggestion, the difference between the small, from the wording there, the small, medium, and large funding and what was required based on those small dollar requests, standard request, and large dollar requests. Page 5. Yeah. this one. And we have, I do. And we have not created the paperwork. We talked about it a little bit in the finance committee this morning that maybe the small dollar request would be that one-page short form that we have not yet created. Let's see what else we got there. And then number 3 is a resolution to authorize a sponsorship of a pickleball tournament benefiting the Boys and Girls Club. That tournament is taking place on Friday evening on August the 7th on our pickleball courts. And much like that resolution, the Centerpoint Fire District sponsorship, both of those things, we could consider if you've got a amount in mind.
So, you know, team for the, or just, overall sponsorship?
Well, that would be a question.
Will we be doing a team or will we just do a sponsorship? Will we have a team that will be willing to play to represent the city or,
In August,
or
in August,
do you wanna just?
that
do
is a hard
sponsorship?
sell.
8:30 is not bad, 1:30 is awful.
I'd almost be with myself personally, and I like to play golf, but myself personally, I would almost rather do the sponsorship and pitch a tent at a hole and just heckle some people as they come on. That sounds way more fun to me than trying to hit a ball with like
I'm
a
not a
sweat.
Yeah.
What do
What
you
about our
think?
resident ringer down
I'm
there?
on
Is he
board.
playing?
I'm with you. I can tackle with the best of them.
How about you, Rick?
Our firm is building a team. We're sponsoring the event and we have a team.
Okay, great. All right, so be coming up with a number for that. And then we've also got, this, resolution to authorize a sponsor for a teacher training event. This would also take place right there at the 1st of August, August 10th. My understanding is Dr. Dallas has invited, all of the teachers in our theater pattern to the auditorium there at Clay Chalkville High School. He's got a guest speaker lined up. He's invited me to do an introduction. And so as that is a working meeting, we'd like for the city to sponsor that lunch that day. So he's,
Their speaker has been waterproof.
oh, good. So he is getting me some numbers
Okay.
for how many would be in attendance. And I would like to have that form, the short form, ready to go that day so that we can introduce whatever we decide for the school outside agency, to have that available so that we can talk to the teachers about that. Maybe about the things that would be considered and would not be considered. We talked today in our finance committee about the possibility of changing that up instead of putting a specific amount on it, doing it on an as-needed basis, so that depending on what it is that they're asking for. I personally would like to consider having it on a incognito form, is that the right
Yes,
term? A cognito form so that they could, on our website under schools, so that they could fill it out there and send it to, I don't know if it has to go through the principal first or second, or,
If their teacher is doing it, it should go to the principal first and then, so they'll know that they had whatever they were asking for.
okay. So then, okay, so then we kind of need to figure that out, but just to make it easier for them to do. And then maybe instead of having it where they do it once a month, maybe just have them do it, you know, hey, it's the first of the year, if you can think of something, go ahead and put it in, and then we give them out once a month. But that way they could kind of put
Put
them in
them all
as a
in at
lump.
one time.
Yes.
So we're talking about it as a lump sum like we talked about.
Well, not so much as, we hadn't really discussed numbers, but so much as just give them an opportunity while they're there at the first of the year to go ahead and
So that'll
make
be,
their request.
so the request will come through City Hall, not through,
They need to go to the
The
principal
principal
first.
first, so he'll know what they're asking for, he or she.
okay. Okay,
I think what we were trying to get around from where previously with it having a $500, everybody kind of inferred that they needed to have a task that was gonna cost $500. And we want to give them the variance that, you know, if you got a project that's only gonna cost $120, well then ask for $120. And if you got something that's gonna cost $750, then that's what you asked for and you justified it.
so we're determining a cap for that. Is what we need to determine, right?
I don't think so. I think let them ask and
Let them ask for whatever they want.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean,
we can get to our point of the numbers a little bit later,
Okay,
but I don't want to stall them
Right,
while
exactly.
they're waiting on us, because our budget doesn't have to be approved until September, October.
Okay.
I mean, it's gotta be ready for October first. We would like it approved September. But, you know, they start school
Yeah.
August 12th, so, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and get them, kind of get them in there.
I think, and we mentioned it before, I think that was one issue that maybe prevented teachers from participating last year, that they thought it had to be a $500
Yes.
expense.
Right. And then the other word, was the word grant.
Yeah.
That we wanted to consider changing the word grant, because
To,
for outside agencies, not to name any names of companies, utility companies or anything, that when you apply for a grant for them, there's quite a bit of paperwork that's required. And we don't want to put that burden on our teachers for a city supplement, whatever term we decided. But we did not decide a term.
Supplement, I think was,
Yeah.
Consensus.
supplement,
that was a consensus term I heard.
supplement or support or something like that, not a,
I don't think I'm allowed to use that word either.
Okay, so we'll go with supplement.
And then, I kind of threw this one out there at you. 260704 is an ordinance prohibiting unauthorized camping and storage of personal property on municipal property. I'm sure that some of you remember a couple of years ago, there were some issues with some
yes.
encampments.
Mhm.
One of the local mayors, they have come up with something very similar to this ordinance, because they were also having the problem. We have received complaints from, specifically from the Dollar General over here right behind us. And with a little research from our deputies, have found that there were also this kind of rather recent encampment on the school property. Right over here, again, right by the elementary school and on that property. And so we need to go ahead and kind of
Is
be
it
ready
on the
for that.
board of education property or who owns the actual property?
It's school property.
School property.
It's behind the fence. If you,
Mm-hmm. You know, before they were on the property
Objection to
Behind the,
subdivision.
subdivision, that the subdivision actually owned, so they had to sign trespass complaint.
Mhm.
And then that was resolved pretty quick at that point.
Well, it took a while for, there was, at one point, they were behind the subdivision and between where the, refuge church was. They were in that,
Yes,
that
yes.
area.
And that little
We cut,
depression.
we cut
Yes.
trees from,
Yes, we cleaned up the undergrowth over there because of that. And so we kind of want to eliminate that if possible. And we did not, I don't think there have been any actual people seen. There was nobody there when, the deputy, did his research there. But also part of the problem, besides the encampment issue is they go through the dumpster
Mhm.
at the Dollar General and they just pull out the trash and then they just throw it on the ground. Or, I know you've heard of the Lovelady having the same
Mhm.
issue,
Yeah, they had that.
Yes.
having a mess to clean up. And so that's unhygienic.
Mm.
It's just nasty and we don't need that in this city specifically because there's already feral cats that live in the ditch right over there. If they know that garbage
Is out.
is out there and can get around, it's creating a health hazard. So we need to address that issue as well. Sure, I haven't heard from Coach Cheek. And that's about all I've got, unless y'all have something else. Is there any topics that you'd like to discuss, anything you want to think about? We're making progress on our finance committee.
We're getting there. We're gonna meet again Tuesday at 9, and we may be meeting every Tuesday at 9 until the end of August, but we'll get there.
Agree.
We may kill each other, but
Oh, no. Oh, dude. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna get it done. Well, if there's nothing else, we will be dismissed for 6 minutes for you to roam about the cabin.